gentlemen, coming up here, a Circle Debate 65. We're here live in KOREATOwn, ESCALA. That was the first time in history we're recording here in person. The Bycon podcast, and of course, two of the hosts are busy right now. They're at the over here at our favorite car here in KOREATOwn, ESCALA. And we're going to go ahead and recap AEW, Fight for the Fallen, Pro Wrestling News, and much more. Don't go anywhere. We're right here taking our little shot. We'll see you right now. Debate Podcast, episode 65. I know it's loud, you can barely hear us, but hey, we're here at our favorite bar. It's the host of TV's one I've seen here. The rest of the debate squad ain't here, y'all ready for this? They're not here today, but at least one of them is here, He is Money Mike Air Bycon, a podcasting Lopez. What's going on, brother? We're here live in person for the first time.
Person, and it's great to be here because I know that it's been a busy week in wrestling.
Absolutely, it has been a busy week, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get to anything of pro wrestling news, I want to make the huge announcement. So, Money Mike, do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel on your phone.
Should be interesting, right? Let's see. I look forward to seeing what's up here.
All right. Now go to our channel. Go to About Us. Scroll up. About. Click on the bottom link that you see there.
Oh, okay. It seems we're going to have a store, right? I'm excited. And so should you. I'm living in the Stone Age, it's barely loading.
It's still loading, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, what inspired you to start a store?
Well, a lot of our fans been asking for our merchandise, and now you're gonna have it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you click on our link tree on our bio, on the link below this video. The link tree right there will take you directly to the merchandise store. As the Circle Debate merchandise is up and running. Ladies and gentlemen, it's up and running. Make sure you click on the link tree. Click on it, make sure go to merchandise. And definitely you're able to go ahead and purchase our quality shirts there, the Circle Debate podcast. Well, looks like it's loading. You're living in the Stone Age. How about we go back to the... Why don't we do this?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at that. So you're telling me we were getting a Circle Debate pint glass, t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, women's shirts for the ladies, coffee mugs, face masks, fanny packs, beach towels, zip hoodies, I need a new one, yes, tank tops and t-shirts. What more could you ask for?
What more can you ask for? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the biggest surprise of all time. Circle Debate is having their own merchandise finally. It's a huge announcement.
That is the best news I've heard all week.
That's right. That is right. Even though we're here live at a cantina here at ESCALA, ladies and gentlemen, but enjoy yourself. Cheers for any day. All right, let's get into it now. Pro wrestling. What a hell of a week of professional wrestling. Let's start off with Fight for the Fallen. AEW Fight for the Fallen. Let's start off with the opening match. Of course, we had the Dark Order and Adam Hangman Page. What an entrance, by the way, right? I mean, that was a hell of an entrance.
That was great. Yeah. I think that it gave it that big match feel that it needed. However, if I may, Hangman should have won that match. Why make him lose? I don't understand.
I don't get it either why that occurred, you know. It is unfortunate that happened. But I did like the entrances though. I did like Carl Dingeling Anderson. no. Doc Dingeling Gallows.
Yeah.
And then it was Carl 824 Anderson. And then Trick Shot Matt Jackson. And then this instant replay. And then we saw Matt on the shorts. So we saw Matt on that. Matt, I know you're watching. You wear your shorts, Matt Callis. I never seen. Those are by God legs of podcasting, Matt. Good job on that. But yes, well, I think Adam should have won the match. But here's my concern, though.
Yeah.
You know, especially with the potential signing of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Do you feel like that was the cause because of this loss?
No, unrelated. Because if I'm Tony Khan, I would not put either of those guys in the title picture right away. That, in my opinion, is bad for business.
I definitely agree with that. I 100% agree. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. And we'll have to wait and see. Maybe, are you going to extend the storyline longer?
Yes. So like I mentioned, they have to fill out that time between now and All Out. There's many weeks still. They have to fill out that storyline, and this was their way of extending it.
I agree. So, I mean, we'll have to wait to see how that storyline will be, the outcome of it. But definitely we'll be very intrigued to see how that match is. All right. And I want to go ahead and move on with... of course, the IWGP US title on the line.
Yeah.
Hikuleo versus Lance Archer. Did you expect King Haku to come out, father and son coming out together?
No, but I'm glad that happened. It goes to show anybody could appear in AEW.
Absolutely.
Right? Well, except for WWE roster people. But at the end of the day, it's these details that take AEW up to the next level. You know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then obviously we see the outcome of it. We see Lance Archer winning, retaining the US, IWGP US title. And then I don't know where Matt, I'm pretty sure Matt went crazy when he saw the video, right? I'll challenge the winner of the US title, IWGP US title. And it turned out to be the Ace Man, the Ace, Tanahashi. Were you surprised?
Very much so. I'm not too familiar with his work or his career, but I've heard that name, especially from Matt. So I know he must have been so excited about it. So just in that, I'm excited too.
I can't wait either. Now it's clarified that with the IWGP US title will be defended in Los Angeles in Resurgent coming up in August next month. It will not be in Japan. Tanahashi, the Ace Man, will be coming to the United States and he'll be defending, and he'll be actually challenging for that title versus Lance Archer here in our hometown, Southern California. So we're looking forward for that. And I'm just like dying to see what's gonna happen there. All right. Another match that I think could have been very great, but we did see the little injury from FTR and Santana Ortiz. You caught the injury from Cash, was it from Hardwood when he was knocked on the apron by Ortiz, and you saw the hand, right? You saw that automatically. I had to go back and see it again because I didn't see like none of it again, and it happened. I think this match could have delivered more, but what are your thoughts about it though?
For what it was, knowing about injuries and stuff, it was a solid matchup, you know. I thought that Santana and Ortiz were going to take it, but that would have, I feel, been a little bit too predictable. So I'm liking that it's not predictable. You don't know who's gonna win. You might think it's gonna go one way, but it goes the other. That's great TV right there.
Definitely it is. It is great TV. But we definitely have to wait to see how. I'm hoping this. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go ahead and make this longer storyline with that, because this was too short. I think the fans got robbed in this, but obviously, accidents happen, ladies and gentlemen. Accidents happen. So I think they're definitely gonna get a rematch of this. I don't think this tag team matchup between them is over yet. So we'll see the development of that storyline. I want to go ahead and move on. I want to go ahead and move on with. I want to hear your thoughts about Malachi Black and Cody.
Wow. Okay. Anybody but Cody, right?
Frank, you're watching.
I really think that this segment. Oh my God! No.
Mexico just scored, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanted Canada to win, but that's beside the point.
Sorry, Frank. Sorry, Kyle. Sorry, George.
What was I gonna say? So basically, the storyline between Cody and Malachi Black, it's interesting because the fans are not cheering for Cody. The fans want to see Malachi Black win, myself included. You don't really see that. So I'm intrigued. I can't wait for this match next week. Is it? Is it next week?
Yeah.
Next week. I'm looking forward to it. Aren't you?
I am. The one thing that I like the fact that there's a straight brawl. Like Cody was gonna talk, and then out of nowhere, the big ass boot came and knocked him out. I actually enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I just hope that Malachi wins this match and not Cody. I'm hoping for that.
That's what needs to happen.
Absolutely, that's what needs to happen. That's for sure. I mean, right now there's so much potential that he's able to get. So, I mean, we'll have to wait the outcome and see. We definitely have to wait to see how that. And of course, we did get Christian Cage, Jurassic Express defeating the Hardy Compound. And of course, we see Blade. But I wasn't really too fond with that match. I don't know how you feel by yourself.
It was, it was just another match in my opinion. I did like that. Honestly, I like Christian Cage being able to showcase what he can. I feel if he would have stayed in WWE, he would have just been sacrificed to Roman Reigns and the Usos. So what's happening here right now is I'm sure Christian Cage is having a great time with this.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
But another segment that I also wanted to ask, the trolling of CM Punk all over that show, especially with Darby and, saying, oh yeah, we're going to Chicago, the best, only the best in the world to show up. I'm like, oh my God. What's up with that?
I'll tell you what's up with that. The top level of competition in AEW is coming for CM Punk. CM Punk is he doesn't know what awaits him. And that's a good thing, because competition makes great television.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It makes great competition. You heard it right. It makes great competition. So are we really going to see CM Punk, Darby first, if he shows up? on Rampage on August?
Yes. Yeah. If anything, I would like to see that or CM Punk versus MJF. But MJF seems to have his hands full, so Darby is a great choice.
I cannot wait. That's going to be something very, very interesting, folks. So we'll have to wait and see on that. That's for sure, for a fact. Now, another segment I wanted, a Moxley segment. I guess looks like we're going to have, this is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So Moxley, I'm hearing that he wants people from Japan to show up to wrestle, or he wants to go to Japan. But the way how the COVID restrictions going on in Japan more than here with us, by the sounds of it here, it looks like we're gonna get. I got a feeling that Jon Moxley will get involved with Tanahashi to make sure that he does not win that the IWGP US title at Resurgence here in Los Angeles, and will fight with him at All Out. But Moxley will still have a person here from Japan, which we don't know who. Yeah. Rumor here window could be Suzuki, or maybe could be Naito. I don't know. Someone, but could be anybody. As a matter of fact, could be anybody. So that's going to be interesting to see. Do you feel all out Moxley and Tanahashi should happen at All Out?
It's a little too early to say. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe that segment was meant for somebody else. Maybe Okada or Naito or whoever is out there. It's somebody. I took it as it belongs to somebody else, that match.
I definitely agree. We'll have to wait to see on that how the outcome comes. But also. Another question I'm curious of here is Britt Baker. So what do you feel about Britt Baker segment? I mean, she's out right now with a broken wrist. I guess she mentioned that she's gonna have someone else to back her up. She didn't mention who. I'm curious now to know because what caught me off guard, she said, "Oh, I'm the baddest bitch." Makes you think about Jade Cargill. That's what it makes you think about.
I mean, a little birdie told me the Iconics might be heading to AEW. Yeah. So it could be them. It could be Jade Cargill. Who's to say?
You never know. If they show up, I will be amazed if they actually show up there. So I mean, that's something very intriguing to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. But other than that. And then we see, I'm not saying it was a great match. It was just like, Thunder Rosa versus Julia Hart. It was just a quick pace match. Now Thunder announced that she's fully signed with AEW now, and now she's calling herself like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for the AEW Women's title. She's already up in the ranks. How you said, the rankings work, Mike. The rankings work.
Shout out to my boys, Clark Street. The rankings work for life.
You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen. It works. It works. But yeah, but absolutely, we got a DJ here in the house as well, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta be busting this live. We gotta try this out live. Why not? We're testing out everything here at Circle of Debate. No shame of it. Why the hell not? Now let's get to the main event of the evening. So the main event of the evening, we did have the Painmaker, Jericho versus Nick motherfucking Gage, MDK. Well, I'm gonna order another beer for us. Give the people what they want. Your thoughts of this match.
All right. No beer for me because we'll have to drive. I gotta be the responsible one, right? I mean, there you go. No, oh gosh.
This is why.
So, here we go.
We got a cheer, ladies and gentlemen.
to Nick Gage, to death matches, and of course to Y2J Chris Jericho.
Give the people what you want. Let them know because the match.
All right, everybody. Now, it's clear that the death match is not everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. I've heard some people say, oh, it was too much. You know, some people in the audience, their facial expressions said it all. They were kind of perplexed as to why this was happening in front of them. This is not a bingo hall. This is AEW. Why is this happening there? Well, I'll tell you why. AEW has opened the forbidden door. And all styles of wrestling have come through the door. Everything. If you're gonna go to a buffet, every single option is available to you. You know, you got shrimp, you got beef, and all sorts of different choices. Vegan, right? That's what's going on here. AEW is serving us a nice, huge platter of all kinds of wrestling. And with that, yeah, of course we're gonna get some death matches here and there. So that's it. Enjoy the ride because it's not going to happen too often. So there you go.
Let me tell you one thing though. Honestly, they did deliver. I'll tell you that. And they did definitely deliver, ladies and gentlemen. They actually did a great job with the match. It's just we never see Jericho do this at all. This is the first time we see him be in a death match in his career. I'm really happy about that. And now then we get the announcement that after he won the match, and by the way, Jericho took the last pizza slicer like a champ, and then obviously he took everything else. Like, oh, you saw him, he was hurting. He took, that's why he's like, oh, I'm gonna be the pain maker. I'm gonna take the pain. And, he took it, but then now he's gonna get Juvi Juice, El Juice, Juvi Turri Guevara. So now he has to face him on the winner. He has to win his match by doing a move from the top rope. I'm calling it right now, Mike. He's doing a moonsault from the third top rope.
You know what? That is very likely. He also didn't he used to do that elbow like he threw an elbow from the top rope, but not like he would turn around and stuff. He used to do that. I'm pretty sure he still can. Well, we'll see how it goes.
And then you know what? I keep hearing that rumor in your windows. He might come out as the Lionheart.
That would be cool. I'm down with that.
Man, this is like the faces of Jericho we're seeing. I mean, he's regular, the Judas Jericho, the Painmaker Jericho, and now we might see the Lionheart. But I'm hoping, obviously, we can't see Y2J.
Who says we can't? Who says we can't?
WWE says we can.
They don't know Y2J anymore. They haven't used it in years. So I really think, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think that's up for grabs now.
Definitely, it is up to grabs. Absolutely, I agree. But overall, you know what? AEW stole this one. Their viewership is going higher and higher, ladies and gentlemen. It's going higher. 1.1 million viewers overall. The demographics were between like 1 through 15. Even though Vince McMahon is not scared because we already heard what he said earlier today about it. But I want to get the Boycott of Pro Wrestling here, Boycott of Podcasting. Hear his thoughts that AEW's viewership is going higher by the minute. So are we going to see a 1.5 soon and maybe can overtop SmackDown or Raw?
Of course. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, those are the key pieces needed to elevate them above Raw and SmackDown.
We'll have to wait and see. But you see, now on to pro wrestling news, ladies and gentlemen. So we hear Vince McMahon pretty much already said that he's not concerned about AEW's numbers and viewership or anything else. He said by anything they could take whatever talent they would like. So I mean that's what they Vince said. That I don't Vince didn't mean that to like hurt his talent or saying that he wanted to like give him like here you want him, you can have him. I don't think he meant it that way. I believe he meant it in a different way, stating that they can find the talent. I mean, you're giving them work. I mean, that's great for them. And in reality, now you have a second place to go to. So we have to look. Thank you very much. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Our server today, Leo, right here.
Hi. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Yep, my house right here. Ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do it here at Circle Debate. We raw, we live, and we keep it absolutely all day, every day.
Wait, what was the question?
The question is your thoughts about Vince McMahon's remarks of what he stated, and I feel like I said, it wasn't a bad remark what he said about AEW. He's not concerned about it. It's all a business at the end of the day, regardless, right?
Listen, when you have two companies that can use the same employees, yes, there will be competition. There is competition. 1 million viewers is 1 million viewers. They are on your tail, McMahon. If you don't take it seriously, they will run you down, sir.
I didn't say that. He said that.
I said it. That's right. You know where to find me, Vince McMahon. Circle of Debate.
That's right. You can find Money Mike Lopez Kennedy Air McMahon. That's who you can find. But yes, another news as well that, and this is something that it was already been spoken about. Shout out to Sido Suplex, by the way, about NWA. The women's empowered. They announced Billy Corgan and Mickie James announced they're reviving back the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions. So, I'm very happy about that. My thing is this, though, Money Mike. My thing is, this should be a wake-up call for not for Impact, more for AEW, more for WWE to develop their tag team division. Remind you, this tag team division of NWA for the women's was a prestige back in the days. It hasn't been revived ever since, like over 20 years because of Vince buying the product, buying the belts. But now they're bringing it back. So my question to you is in regards to that, your thoughts about it and a follow-up. Should AEW and Impact should take advantage of, since the forbidden doors are open, why not compete in NWA for those NWA Women's Tag Team titles?
It would be a good idea. I think that NWA is making moves right now. This women's pay-per-view, I think it has the potential to be something special because any promotion can take part of it, right? I still hope to see Mickie James appear on Dynamite. There's some pretty good names in their women's division. Get Nyla Rose. She lost the title shot just recently. She's wide open. Get her. There you go.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that 100%. We'll definitely have to see how that works out. And then also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today, don't forget to see New Japan Strong Style. Tonight, I guess, obviously, you're going to have the finals for whoever's going to make it to the semifinals will happen tonight. So keep an eye on that as well. So we're looking forward to seeing that. And other pro wrestling news as well is that there's rumor in your window that they're gonna hold the Queen of the Ring tournament for WWE in Saudi Arabia. They're going back, Mike.
No.
Not a great idea.
Not a good idea. You're really going to crown the queen of the ring at a place that women are mistreated. No, bad idea.
I agree 100%. It's a bad idea for them to do that. They should hold it here and have it going here. I agree with you 100%. So we'll see how the outcome of it. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Take a little second break. We'll talk about NXT and then we're done for the evening as we're partying here. Ain't nobody. That's right. So we do it here at Circle Debate. We party. I know. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here. Obviously, we're trying to get away from the music. But yeah, first time ever we're doing episode 65 here live. Making the best of it. Making the best of it. But yes, I was talking about NXT, Mike. What a great opening match between Timothy Thatcher and Ciampa versus Pete Dunne and Holly Lord. Then we see the return of Ridge Holland. It was a fantastic match, ain't gonna lie. It was actually a great match. But then just the ending part was like, what are your thoughts about that match, first of all?
It was, like you say, it started out good, but then meh, right? I agree. And NXT could sometimes be hit or miss, but there was other matches in the card that I liked better.
Oh yeah. Definitely. But I want to talk about Samoa Joe. Woo! I know you were happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you were happy.
Yes.
Now he's no longer. Everybody. Thank you, Uncle Seltzer, and whatever you are, your sidekick, your wannabe superhero. What is it? What is it? SHIT. Superhero in training. Yeah, you Alvarez. I had to call you out. Super analyst in training. But now we see Samoa Joe, no longer management, now active roster. And now your thoughts that Karrion Kross will defend the NXT title versus Samoa Joe at NXT TakeOver 36. Samoa Joe will take it home, and Karrion Kross go to the main roster. What are your thoughts?
That's very likely to happen. And you know what? I almost was going to say that I didn't want that. But after thinking about it, yes, I'll take that.
You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? All right. And then another feud that it was kind of expected was Dakota Kai turning on Raquel Gonzalez. I mean, she called out the rest of the women's roster, women's division. Who has the balls? Who does? Not the balls. The ovaries. How Vince McMahon would say the ovaries. The ovaries. Not the grapefruits. All right. But Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez. Tell me if I'm wrong about this. Is this like your old school, typical Shawn Michaels, Ed Diesel, like quite close to like WrestleMania moments, Survivor Series moments back in the 90s? Back to what? We can go back to the Generation era. It reminds you of that what we're looking at, but in a female version.
It does. That's I think Dakota Kai. No offense to her personally, but she kind of needs to step up a little bit with the whole. If we're gonna say that she's a Shawn Michaels here, no offense, but really, I find it hard to believe that Dakota Kai is a threat to Raquel Gonzalez. I don't buy it yet. Maybe, if the storyline is better told from here on out, I'll see it. But just the knee that she gave her when she turned on her did not convince me that it hurt. Did not convince me that was able to take Raquel out. So I think they're gonna have to tell that story a little bit better from a physical standpoint.
All right, I know, I can see that. I see. And then the other one is you see Hit Row as they face Imperium. Then obviously they all got involved. Now we're gonna see two matches out of that. Spoilers because of Mr. Meltzer himself spoiled everything, obviously. But you know, we're here as fans, opinionators. You know, we already know what's gonna happen, but we like to see the matches, see how it looks, how the storylines are intrigued. So, your thoughts of this Legado del Fantasma and Hit Row? Now it's gonna be two different matches. Now you're gonna have Isaiah Swerve Scott defending the NXT North American title, TakeOver 36 versus Escobar, and then you have El Legado versus Hit Row. What are your thoughts about this feud by far?
I don't think that the rest of El Legado is going to win. However, man, how cool would it be if Escobar wins the North American title? You know, the first person that I'm aware of to win the Cruiserweight and North American titles, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And if I may say so, with a few, like a year or two of build-up, he could potentially be NXT champion. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do see that there. This guy could be a crown jewel of NXT, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, I can literally say that. You're absolutely right. The thing is, I like the fact that right now it's more like heels just going at it with each other. Especially with Imperium. You got so much ego that is going around here with everything. With Imperium and then Legado and then with Hit Row. I'm loving Hit Row right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love Hit Row. I'm just waiting for this to get to that pinch to get there. I think it's gonna take quite some time to get there yet. If I was a betting man, I would choose Escobar to dethrone Isaiah like this in an instant. I think it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And then, let's say unexpectedly, either Legado or Hit Row takes away the tag team title away from MSK. Like,
I mean, that'd be something.
That'd be something to see. Yeah. Winner takes all. Oh, no, what? War Games! War Games! I would like to see that, a War Games.
Who would be the fourth?
That is females. Why not? Get a female. Selena Vega to Legado and get that woman. Why not? Damn it, why not? Latina Heat, baby. Latina Heat.
Zelina Vega, she only went back to count the lights, as they say.
That's unfortunate, right?
Very unfortunate.
Getting paid though. What we can say. All right, and now, what are your thoughts now with the storyline with LA Knight and Cameron Grimes to the moon? We saw the golf course and the Diaz showed up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously the first young veterans messed around with LA Knight and with Cameron Grimes. What are we seeing with this story? I mean, by far, it's the way how it's developing has been going great. But what are your thoughts so far? Do you feel like, are we seeing a future tag team of LA Knight and To the Moon, Cameron Grimes?
Maybe. But a part of me does want Cameron Grimes to get that one back. You know? Ted DiBiase showing up and giving that inspirational speech to him, I took it as, you know, get back up, you know, challenge for that title again, get it back.
There you go. Absolutely. I mean, I think they should. But I feel like they're going to go a tag team first, defeat the Grizzly Young Veteran, and then either LA Knight might take the win from away from Cameron. He did all the work. And then after this one, Cameron is gonna snap. What DiBiase told him, like, "Hey kid, you gotta step out of it. You know, you're a born champion." And then he snaps on LA Knight, and then you got your rematch. TakeOver 36. It might happen that way.
Yeah.
You never know. Never know. All right, and then also, what else are we missing from that? Oh. We're missing with The Way and Dexter and Indy Hartwell. I mean, Where do you see this? Where do you see this storyline going with anyway?
I don't know. I'm not digging it. Indy and Dexter Loomis, right? That's the thing going on right now. It's just a recycled Mandy and Otis thing. The couple that's not meant or that's supposed to be, but they're trying to be, or you know what I'm saying? You know, we've seen that with Aaliyah and Murphy. Where did that go? Nowhere. Otis and Mandy went nowhere. History only shows us that stories like this in nowhere. So that's why I'm not invested in it.
Yeah. Now, will you invested on Adam Cole versus Bronson Reed match?
Yeah. And I'm glad Adam Cole won. You know, guy, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of Adam Cole. I think he's a tremendous talent. And NXT, man, NXT is very lucky to have a guy like that in there because, you know, you could have these matches. You could have Bronson Reed and you know, facing him. I honestly feel like this matchup elevated Bronson Reed. I think so.
I believe so.
Quite a loss, you know. Adam Cole brings out the best in them, so yeah, it was cool.
I definitely agree. I feel like this match actually kind of delivered. Seeing Bronson Reed's agility, but we saw that already with Gargano, and now with this with Adam Cole, I think this puts him to another level. I mean, we might see him going to the main roster already.
Maybe.
So I mean, it's already there, badass. So we don't know. I wish the best for Bronson Reed. Hopefully, don't think the don't fuck it up. I feel like you are. You might. But I'm gonna wish him the best for Bronson Reed. Hopefully, but I still want to see Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole again and again. Why? Paul Levesque, get Kyle O'Reilly away from Adam Cole. We don't want to see him anymore. I want to see a best of 6. It's kind of like seeing Fast and Furious. We're already what? Number 9, right? Out of 12. It ends at 12. Jesus, this ain't investing barreras.
I don't know.
No, this ain't like a step to this. But yes, and of course, what I want to ask is, well, your thoughts of this Frankie Monet, Robert Stone, and what's up with that? Like, what's going on with that story?
I'm not quite sure either, but I'm honestly Frankie Monet, Taya Valkyrie, is winning me over in NXT. I think she's there, and she's showing that heel side that I like. You know, she's you see her, and you know that she belongs there, and that's what I'm getting from this. That's my main thing.
And now, the biggest question is, what are we going to get now moving forward in the next couple of weeks with NXT and now with upcoming storyline and a lot of potential moves that people are leaving the main roster? What do you feel that you see coming up after TakeOver 36? Where do you see that going after? What do you feel that, okay, let's give an example. We see Karrion loses the belt, Joe takes over. That's one part, right? Raquel losing to the Dakota Kai, that's another one, unexpectedly, right? Yeah, we're jumping the gun, ladies and gentlemen, we are. We haven't heard anything about the tag titles yet, but so far, these two top ones, what do you feel the aftermath after that? What do you think is next?
What people forget is there's a whole list of people that have not even appeared on TV that are under contract and currently working under the NXT banner. They're in the Performance Center getting ready. Just because we're losing a few people from NXT doesn't mean that there's nobody left there that they can't use. There's a good amount of people there that are just waiting to get called up to NXT. So yes, there is talent there, but honestly, I can't wait to see.
Me neither. I can't wait to see that either. I cannot wait to see what NXT is going to bring to the table. They're going to bring a lot to the table right here, ladies and gentlemen. And here, this table here, this debate table that we're sitting here. But yes, they're going to bring a lot. Now, to end the topic for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it with tonight. One thing goes as well. Don't forget to make sure that this coming up this Sunday, you will order this weekend top 5 of the week is coming soon, coming this weekend. As the Money Mike will be hosting it, so make sure keep an eye on that. Now let's end it with a nice topic of WWE. We've seen already SmackDown how it is. We've seen Raw what it is this past week. We see how everything is being developed as we speak right now. With the whole Goldberg, with John Cena. I mean, those are two top ones for both main titles for the Universal and WWE Championship. The biggest question is, now they're going back to normal. Raw ratings are hurting. They're hurting now for the first time since they came back with a crowd.
Yeah.
SmackDown has been at least, relevant by far.
Right.
What the hell is going on with this, man? Like, I mean, I'm out of words. I don't know how to put it in words. By the time we'll be seeing a SummerSlam, we got our John Cena Roman going on. I guess it's last year's goal. We still haven't heard anything from the Intercontinental title, or the US title, or the Raw. I mean, the Raw, I think the Raw, I have a feeling is going to be Randy Orton, RK Bro versus AJ and Almas at SummerSlam. But SmackDown, I don't know what they're going to do with that belt. So, I mean, I know Mike does not want to talk about WWE, but I have to ask him this. But by far what you've been seeing, what do you think so far?
Okay, I know some people don't like it when I compare AEW and WWE, but there's so many neglected storylines in WWE, or neglected divisions. The tag team division, Intercontinental, United States. If you look at Dynamite, you see so many layers to the show. You've got the thing with Andrade and the Death Triangle. You've got Dr. Britt Baker. Who is she going to bring in? You've got Cody Rhodes and Malachi Black. MJF, Jericho, that storyline. Kenny Omega and Hangman, that storyline. Matt Hardy and Christian. That's just 6 of the storylines going on a weekly basis that they're telling. And WWE having 2 brands cannot decide on or plan ahead to what is going to happen on their second most biggest pay-per-view of the year, right? What I liked about what happened in Dynamite, that callback to, what's a Juventud Guerrera? Oh, Google it. Something that happened over a year ago, came back to relevance. That's long-term storytelling, people. That's something, my gosh. That's what I like in my wrestling. Go back and there's this that happened back then. Now here, come on, Vince, Vinnie Mac, jeez Louise, man, hand it over to Triple H already, please.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is, pretty much. Clark Street, if you're watching this, yeah. You see why Mike has his point of view. You see why. You see it. You see why. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A great short episode of 65. Yeah, because we're partying it up. It's a great celebration. The reason why it's 65 is not 69. We're saving up for another party. No pun intended in that way. But yes. But yes, 65 because now we got the merchandise out. Don't forget to click on the link tree below this video. Right there, the merchandise store, a Circle Debate has now their merchandise. And we have more merchandise coming out. It's exclusive for everyone to have it. And yeah, keep an eye on it. It's not only your basic ones. There's 4 more that are coming out that is like, what? I can have that? And there's a lot of surprises coming up. Trust me, believe me, there's a lot of surprises. I just getting to that pinnacle. The pinnacle to that point. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It's a very short episode today because it's only Mike and I, and then yes, we are enjoying a nice refreshment drink. This is a way out here celebrating, for the fact is that, you know, we took out the merchandise and we've been busy as hell. We've been taking care of things, but don't forget, coming up next month, we have a lot of things coming up too. Stay tuned for that. But once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in to this loud, enjoying jazz. Oh, I love it too, the music. We love it very much. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'm one of the influence. So stay tuned for the next time. But I'm gonna pass it on to the God of podcasting here. What the hell do we do here at Circle Debate Podcast? Besides drinking a damn beer and a shot, we just don't make podcasts here.
We don't just make podcasts, we make history. And remember, when you're the greatest podcast in the world today, they don't call you a great podcast, they call you Circle of Debate.
And there you have it. On the next one.